Big East play against number 25 Marquette. Dominic James rolling first half. James getting this play started. Comes from the wing for the steal down low, finding Jarrell McNeil. McNeil to Wesley Matthews. McNeil on 7 dimes. Marquette up by 4 at the break. Second half now. Under 5 minutes left. Matthews, nice turnaround jumper. He finished with 19 points. Marquette up by 5. Then McNeil dropping the 3. James, Matthews, McNeil combined for 60 points. Marquette gets the win 79-72. Home against number 3 Pitt, and you got Dickie V there, so you know it's a great matchup. Whoa. Under a minute to go in the first half. Watch Gilbert Brown all alone in the corner, gets rewarded. Levance Fields finding him, Pitt up by 3 at the break. Second half, DeJuan Summers missing the 3. Brad Wanamaker the board, and he sends it up for Brown. 17-4 run for Pitt right there. They're in control. Then Fields, the floater, doesn't go. DeJuan Blair, huge game. 20 points, 17 rebounds, 9th double-double. Pitt wins big, 61-47.
How about another top 10 team? Luke Herringody and the Fighting Irish in Manhattan to meet St. John's, and down most of the game. Torrey Jackson to Herringody. Layup at the buzzer, but the Irish down 35-34 at the break. Second half. 1-point game. Quincy Roberts, the runner. St. John's up by 3. Moments later, Herringody off the glass, 28-14 for him. The Irish still down by 1. Buck 33 left. Harris Horn did a great job checking Kyle McElharney. Hit the lay-in here. The Storm get their first win over a ranked team since they beat the Irish in January '07. College hoops, Tennessee, Bruce Pearl's team and Bill Self hooking up. First time ever in those programs' histories. Sharon Collins got it going. Spin move, takes it in for the layup. You want more from Collins, you're going to get it. Comes up with the loose ball, push it, keep going through 2 balls, another lay-in. How about the crossover? On the other side, Collins then dishes to Cole Aldrich for the dunk. Collins had a career-high 26 points to go with 9 assists and 5 boards. Second half, Marcus Morris drives. Tyler Smith out of nowhere to block it. The Vols knocked down the 3 at the other end. Suddenly, after a 17-7 run, they're within 7. Tyshawn Taylor drives, dishes to Aldrich. He had 22 and 10. Crisis averted. Kansas wins big, their 32nd consecutive victory at Allen Fieldhouse. Tennessee's day was tough. Rutgers' whole week was brutal. Saturday, the Knights matched up with number 2 Connecticut. Jim Calhoun's team looking at 0-2 in the Big East for the first time in 19 years. In more trouble, Hasheem Thabeet on the block, but lands awkwardly. Looked like he injured his hip. He was temporarily on the bench. He had just 4 points at the half. Thabeet returned. Calhoun did not. Suffering from shingles and a cold, so it's George Blaney on the bench taking over. All is well in the second half. A.J. Price to Thabeet, finished with 15. UConn up by that margin. Getting out on the run now. UConn on the break. Price to Stanley Robinson, 11 points in his first start of the season. UConn held Rutgers to 29% shooting. They forced 15 turnovers. And from the locker room, Calhoun tied lefty Drizel.
What happened? Against unranked Boston College at home, early second half, Carolina down 4. Tar Heels all-time leading scorer Tyler Hansbrough, the All-American, at 21. But BC put some sauce on the Tar Heels. Tyrese Rice to the basket, tough layup. And then Rice to Reggie Jackson. 3, have some. Jackson had 17 points under 7 minutes to go. BC up 13. Rice driving the paint. That's fierce. He had 25 points, 8 dimes, 5 rebounds. But here comes number 1, Danny Green. 3 and transition. Cuts the lead to 7, part of an 8-0 Carolina run. Then, under 2 minutes left, Ty Lawson to the basket. Out to Wayne Ellington. Silky. The lead down to 7. Under a minute left, Carolina down 5. Green misses the 3. Lawson the rebound. Passes out to Will Graves. He also misses. Psycho T, Tyler Hansbrough, gets the rebound. He's fouled. He makes 1 out of 2 free throws. He also had 9 rebounds. After Rice made 2 free throws, UNC down 6, about 20 seconds left. Ellington no good in the 3. Rice the rebound. Lawson takes it away. Basically, all this Carolina tried, and nothing. Yes, number 1 goes down. Boston College upsets North Carolina 85-7.
Hokies won in their last trip to Cameron 2 years ago. Stu, sit down, buckle in. This one takes about 2.5 hours scoring time. First half, Duke leading by 8. Gerald Henderson. Wild shot If you miss, if you go in, that's just creative. Duke goes up 20-10. Later in the half, Duke 11-point lead. Watch your ball movement. That's always, Kyle Singler, you just want to keep it moving. No, too much dribbling. There you go. Nice. That's Kyle Singler to Henderson. High percentage shot. Duke up 13.
How did our editor know there was going to be ball movement?
Well, they watch ahead. Duke up 8. Singler again underneath. And 1. John Shire. Singler. Nolan Smith. I'll take that one. Thanks. Duke up 20. I don't believe there will be a upset as there was down the road. Singler finishes 19 points, a career best 7 assists, 8 rebounds. Duke goes on to win at 69-44. I don't fear you. I fear the guy above you.
Jumping into the Pac-10, number 9 UCLA at Oregon. Okay, at some point, Oregon, a hand in the grill of a jump shooter might affect the success rate. How many different Bruins hit a three-pointer in the first half? I count 7. There was Drew Holiday, Nikola Dragovic, James Keith, Jeremy Anderson, Josh Shipp, Michael Roll, and Darren Collinson. Bruins 8 of 10 from the land of 3 in the first half. They're up 11 at recess. Second half, Oregon would come back. Cameron Brown with the okey-doke move. Oh, freak him with the okey-doke. How you like my 3? Cool. Oregon within 3, but, it really wouldn't get much better. Josh Shipp, long 3. Shipp 5 of 6 by himself from three-point range. He had 17. UCLA now up 9, looking to seal it. Darren Collison as cool as the other side of the pillow. He had 22 points, 8 assists. Bruins win at 83-74.
Conference extra long game. Portland State, Northern Arizona there at the walk-up Skydome in Flagstaff. Love the Lumberjacks. Picking it up in the 3rd overtime, Stuart. The 3rd overtime. NIU down 4. Cameron Jones working underneath. Gets that one to go. On the inbounds, Dominic Waters tangled up. Jump ball's called. Possession arrow, favor home team. Next play, Jones drives. Time winding down at the buzzer window. Thank you. 84 all. Let's play a 4th overtime.
That's a whole nother half a game.
Less than 20 seconds to go. NAU down 2 again. Josh Wilson firing. Oh, my. The people that didn't show up at the walk-up Skydome are kicking themselves right now. He hit 25. Portland State coming back. Waters draws the foul going baseline. Oh, my goodness. 1.8 left. We're tied. And then Waters. Little members bounce here. He had 41 and needed everyone. By the way, that's 41 off the bench.
Really?
Last chance for NAU. Wilson brings it down, throws it up, does not go down. Portland State wins it 92-91 in 60 minutes of college basketball.
College hoops, Georgetown along with BYU used to have the longest home winning streaks in the nation. Both lost at home Saturday. That honor falls to Notre Dame until they fall at home. Hoyas visiting South Bend Monday night, as seen here on ESPN, and Luke Harangody put on a show. He had 19 points, 6 rebounds in the first half. Notre Dame led by 11 at the break. Early second half, possible trouble for the Irish. Harangody called for the charge on the baseline. Watch it again. That on Greg Monroe, the freshman, very talented freshman, gets the call. Harangody ticked, has to sit with his 4th foul. Georgetown looking to take advantage of the big fella on the bench, Jesse Sapp from 3. Georgetown was down 7. DeJuan Summers, tough shot in the lane, gets it to go. It's a 5-point game. And here comes Harangody. Harangody to the rescue. Turnaround jumper in the lane, put the Irish up 7. Harangody, he's got teammates too, like Kyle McIlharney from 3. Got it. He had 17. And Notre Dame in the transition game, Torrey Jackson finds a wide-open Harangody. You might want to cover him. 31-11, his 5th career 30-point game, 35th career.
Every Big East team has a number in front of its name these days. Here's number 5, Connecticut. Number 2, West Virginia. Freshman Kemba Walker, or simply Kemba, coast to coast. UConn up 54-49. Walker 10 points, 8 rebounds as we near the end of the contest. Senior point guard A.J. Price missing there. Jeff Adrian puts it back. Jeff had 17 points, 7 rebounds. Buck 15 to go, 2-point game. UConn turns it over. West Virginia on the break. 3-on-1. Count them up. There you go. In yellow, 3. In blue, 1. Numbers favor yellow. Alex Ruhoff tries the 3, misses it, and Huggy Bear, he may review that particular decision in the next film session. Next, UConn possession, 2-point game still. Jerome Dyson, he had 11. UConn up 59-55 and will win by 6.
Well, a week after knocking off then number 4 Oklahoma, could Arkansas do it again? A 7th-ranked Texas, old Southwest Conference rivals going at it. Razorbacks dangerous against top 25 teams at home. Michael Washington, the slam. The schools combined to shoot 1 for 20 from 3 in the first half. Under 6 to play in the game now. Arkansas, a couple of nice passes. Washington, the finish and the freebie. He made the free throw. A.J. Abrams going to miss the lay-in. Justin Mason is there. Longhorns tie the game at 57. Now down 3, under a minute to go. Mason the steal. Pass ahead to Varys Ward. Layup. No, can't get it to go. Mason there for the putback tip. Texas cuts the lead to 1. Here's your ensuing Arkansas possession. Washington. Ball up top, nice pump fake, and then the emphatic dunk on the finish. Washington, game high 22. No one wants to go to Arkansas to play them anymore.
ACC, Clemson with a 2 unbeaten left in the conference. Tigers and tied. Alabama out of the SEC, obviously, first half. Clemson down 1. Trevor Booker is there, and the foul. Season best 19 points for him. 2-point lead for Clemson. Montez Stitt stealing, dunking. Clemson at half up 33-29. Second half, they really got it rolling. Casey Rivers, he had 12 points, passed Tree Rollins into the Tigers' top 10 on the all-time scoring list. Like the tree. Terrence Oglesby from deep, giving 3 more in his all-time career scoring list. Clemson goes on to win at 66-59. They are undefeated at 15-0.
There are letdowns, and then there's this. What a week they're having up at the Heights at Chestnut Hill. 24th-ranked Boston College. They didn't play at Wickard Smart against Harvard. The block at one end, Jeremy Lin there for the layup in transition. This was all about Jeremy Lin, the junior for Harvard. Lin had a game-high 27 points, shows off the crossover there and the pull-up jumper. And Lin going to find Peter Boehm for the 3 to beat the shot clock. Lin's 27, 3 shy of his career high. As for Boston College, Corey Raji, he had 16 to lead BC, but couldn't make that basket. Back the other way, it's Lin again, distributing this time to Oliver McNally. Harvard gets their 8th win. Last season, they finished the entire season with 8 wins. They upset Boston College. Wow. Wednesday's win was Harvard's first victory over a ranked team in school history. It's the first win by Harvard over BC in 10 seasons, and the first win by any Ivy League school over an ACC school since 2002, when Yale beat Clemson. 96, graduated as the career record holder. Free throw accuracy, shot almost 87%. Speaking of great shooters, here's Curry. Here's Van Gundy on Curry's pro prospects.
Well, Stephen Curry, without a doubt, is an NBA player. Whether he develops into a starting caliber point guard will be based on whether he can continue to improve his decision-making. He's got great vision in transition. He sees the right play, but too often he goes for the home run pass.
Curry in the first half, 8 points, 4 of 9 shooting, 3 assists, 4 turnovers. Ouch. Davidson trailed by 13 at the break. Second half, Duke rolling in transition. Kyle Singler, nice from Nolan Smith. Singler had 22, Duke by 25. Here's Curry going coast to coast and finishing. Yes, sir. And then Curry, the steal from Greg Paulus. And Curry's going the other way to lay it in. Now, this would be a ball game in the second half. Curry going to drive through everybody. Davidson down 10. They would get to within 8. Curry 29. That's the most allowed by a Duke player this season. But Duke would put it away under a minute to go. John Shire, the 3. Shire had a season-high 22.
BC took them down. First game this season, they aren't ranked number 1. UNC rhymes with 3. Steve Lavin on the winning formula.
They have to get back their hard edge defensively, both individually and collectively. They've got to learn to get stops and shutouts. It is the Tar Heels defense that creates their offense, gets them out in the open court to go on those patented Tar Heel runs.
All right, listen to Daddy Lav. He knows what he's talking about. They get the message there. Off the steal, Larry Drew finds Deion Thompson. That's an easy 2 there. Thompson had 15 on the night. Later in the half, Carolina in transition again. Ty Lawson, 3 from the corner. Money. Carolina up 8. Later in the second, Tar Heels pulling away. Apparently they got over the loss. There at the Smith Center, Tyler Hansbrough, 24, his 9th 20-point game in a row, 66 of his career, 108-70. Not much of a contest.
Fourth, 16th ranked Arizona State welcomed Oregon State. Tempe, first half, Arizona State up 6. Derek Glasser, the steal, and James Harden out in transition, throwing it down. Wow. Harden has scored at least 20 points in 8 of his last 11 games. That's going to continue. Glasser's going to take the pass from the baseline. 2 Oregon State defenders lose sight of Harden, and that's always a mistake. Harden 10 of 12 shooting. In fact, the Sun Devils shot 62.2%. Best in a conference game in some 6 years. Harden had 22. Glasser 5 assists. Sun Devils have won 9 of 10.